Honoring the dead is considered true virtue.
It was a press conference like no other, and they are volunteers like few others. Their religious mission is to recover the bodies and body parts of victims. And after 3 decades of this grim service, they thought they'd seen everything. Until that Saturday.
I'm not eating. I'm not sleeping. Not only me. You know, I went to synagogue on Saturday, meeting some friends. They were afraid to talk to me, and I saw that. They all looked in the back. Something's wrong with this guy.
What was wrong with Yossi Landa was the aftermath of butchery and torture that he and the others told us they had witnessed in a kibbutz near Gaza, which had been attacked by Hamas.
When we went in and we saw 2 piles of children, minors, I wouldn't say they were babies, I would say they're minors, I would say they were age of 10 to 15. They took them in to one place, they weren't even shot, they were the hands tied but burned. They were all burned. We going further. We going into the next house. Then we see a woman. She was about, I would say, 30, age of 30. She was lying on the floor, a puddle of blood, big puddle of blood, face down. We have to turn her over in order to put her into the body bag. She was a pregnant woman.
Israel wants the world to hear these accounts because in their eyes they justify the country's actions this week. Yossi helped out in New York after 9/11, but this attack felt more personal. We sat down with him later. You've seen so many things in your life, in your volunteer work for Zaka. How is this different?
It's the next level. It's very different. I never had that. I never had the horror, it was so painful, and how the bodies were tortured.
The upsetting thing here as well is that someone took the decision, a human being took the decision to visit this kind of violence upon other human beings.
If this is the world, I would say, don't leave me over here. I don't want to be, I don't think any human being wants to live in this kind of world.
So Yossi, there are Palestinian families in the Gaza Strip that are finding their children dead in the rubble. These children are too young to have supported Hamas or to be Hamas fighters. They are suffering, they are crying, perhaps as never before. What do you say to them?
My heart is very with them. I wish I could save them. I wish I can have those families, bring them that to my house. The problem is Hamas won't let them.
But there are innocent civilians on the other side too.
I am sure. I'm sure.
And isn't the danger that the cycle of hatred, of violence, of revenge is just perpetuated?
That's war. And the war, that's war. And war, who started the war?
But their answer to that question is never the same as the Palestinians. And that's the problem.